came out with the it's something that you can use throughout the whole Oh my god, has this been going on the whole time? Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I can't believe I'm saying welcome to my YouTube channel. This is something I have been working on for a very long time and it's finally here. And for my video today, I wanted to put together a November favorites. So just sit back and enjoy and hope that you like the items that I'm going to be showing today. Okay, so the first items that I want to talk to you about are candles. Now, I have 3 candles that I really loved for this month of November. So we just left that fall Thanksgiving-y weather. We're gonna enter into Christmas, but for November, I was really enjoying 2 particular candles that I absolutely love and I usually get for every season. So the first one is the Spiced Gingerbread, and this one is from Bath & Body Works. And the other one is Marshmallow Fireside, also from Bath & Body Works. The Spiced Gingerbread, I usually keep in the kitchen. And the reason I keep it in the kitchen is because it has that sweet vanilla scent to it. For me, I feel like this scent belongs in the kitchen. You can put it anywhere you want, really, but for myself, I just love that when you walk into that kitchen, it smells like somebody just freshly baked something sweet, some cookies or something. So I really like to have this one. The other one, and this is probably one of my absolute all-time favorite candles. Even in the summertime, I still really like to use it. But I keep this one, the Marshmallow Fireside, in the living room. Now, I have an electric fireplace when you walk into the living room. So I just feel for me that fireside marshmallow with the fireplace that I have, I feel like it just kind of goes all together. It has that woody scent for sure. So the notes on this one are close to toasted marshmallows, smoldering woods, and fire roasted vanilla. So it has some sweetness to the candle, but not, it's definitely more of that smoky, woody. This is why I keep it in the living room, because it's right by that fireplace that I have. The electric fireplace that I have, it doesn't even work, but I just like how it looks, and I feel like this scent belongs in that living room. Every single time I've had people come over, obviously this was like before COVID, but I always got complimented on the scent, and even still right now, I really like it. I feel like it makes it really warm and it feels very cozy. So this is why I really like these 2, and these are my favorite for the November month. Okay, next I have a lip product that I want to share with you guys. It's from a fairly newer brand. It's Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez. I think it came out earlier this year, if I'm not mistaken. And the product that I'm talking about, of course, it's her Matte Lip Souffle Lipstick. I think that's what it's called. It has a really long name, so I don't remember. But it's definitely a matte product. What I really liked about this matte product specifically, it was the texture. It has definitely that souffle, moussey type of texture, which makes it really easy to glide on and apply. It does dry fairly quickly and very much to that matte finish, of course, but I don't mind it. There's some matte products that I've tried before that they just don't look good once it's all finished applying, and then the texture of it as well, it makes it very hard to blend out the color, I find. But I really liked this specific product because it doesn't do that. And then the shade that I chose too, I wanted something to be a little bit more of that nude mauve tone, which is definitely this one. It's the shade Courage. It looks pretty dark in here actually. It's not as dark. I usually do a couple of layers to get that little hint of that mauve color to come through. It dries pretty quickly. I wouldn't call it a lip stain though, because it doesn't really last throughout the whole day. You have to definitely keep reapplying it, but I don't mind it. Honestly, I really like it. It just gives me that little hint of color that I'm looking for. Nothing too crazy. It's not like you can really show off your colors at this point, because it's very much that fall winter color that you can wear. I think it just looks great. It brings out a little bit of that color like I mentioned, and I really enjoyed wearing this one. Okay, I want to talk about these guys right here now. So I got these over at Indigo, and the coffee mug says, "I'm sorry for what I said before I had my coffee." And then the wine glass says, "I'm sorry for what I said after I had my wine. I thought it was so funny and just so cute. I love to drink coffee, a lot of coffee. I'm a coffee lover for sure. And I also like my wine. So when I saw these, I just knew I had to get them. They came in a really cute packaging, which is what initially caught my attention. They were in a peaches packaging. So when I first saw it, I didn't even know what it was. I just was attracted by the packaging and how pretty it was. So when I saw it and picked it up, I realized, oh, it's a coffee and wine set. I thought it was so perfect. And once I read what it said, I just knew I had to get it. You unfortunately cannot put in the microwave. It says right here that you have to wash it by hand. Yeah, I just thought it was really cute. And they have a bunch of other ones too. So these are not the only ones. They have a bunch of other coffee and wine duo sets. I recently saw one that has, I think it's a sleeping mask. So they're always coming up with these cute ideas. So I suggest that if you wanna go ahead and look and see what you might be able to relate to, then that's where you can find them. Okay, so next up, I have something that you wouldn't really think it's a product that's meant to be used for November, December, colder season. You can use it all year round really, but I found myself using it a lot for this past November and I really liked how it turned out. I'm referring to a tanning cream. And the tanning cream that I want to show you guys today, it's the one called Luxe Unfiltered Hydrating Self Tanning Cream by Sivan Ayla, the number 32. For those of you who don't know who Sivan Ayla is, she's a YouTuber, she's an influencer over on Instagram. She has a couple of companies that she started, this one being one of them. And I just absolutely love that she's so down to earth and she's so relatable, and she wanted to create a product that was gonna be of great quality. This one is a vegan product and it's super hydrating for sure, especially for this weather in Alberta where it's super, super dry. I'm so glad and I was so surprised that it actually makes your skin feel really hydrated and soft. It has passion fruit oil. I think it also has shea butter and cocoa butter as well. So definitely a lot of hydrating ingredients. This one does not make you look orange, which is another reason why I love it so much. It really does bring out a glow in your skin. For myself, because I am pretty fair skin, I only apply it 2 times throughout the week, and that's enough to keep my color going. You can apply this product by using your bare hands and just massaging it on your skin in upward circular motions. I don't use my bare hands, however, to apply this one. The reason for it is because, again, that Alberta dry weather, my hands are so dry. So what happens, of course, is that it'll actually stain my hands. So I use gloves. I use disposable gloves. And I have no problem. It blends everything in. And again, it just turns out into this beautiful, very, like I said, golden hue. And it's just very natural and subtle. And it just brings out the glow in your skin. Okay, next up, and I feel very excited about this product for some reason. I don't know why, but I'm talking about reading socks. So these reading socks, I think you can find in a lot of stores. I got them specifically from Indigo Chapters. They have that section where you go and you have all the different types of reading socks. There's some for men, for women, for kids. And I have a few pairs of these and I just love wearing them for the winter months when it's really cold. It's just, it just gives you that little cozy feeling that you want, especially if you had a long day, maybe you're coming home from work, pour yourself a little bit of wine and then just lay on the couch and then pop these on. And then honestly, I don't know, they give me such a soothing, comfortable feeling. I'm not a fabric expert, but I'm going to assume that the outside, of course, has more of that knitted texture and the inside has this fluffy, maybe cotton texture. I don't know, like I said, I'm not a fabric expert. All I can tell you is that these are some of the most comfortable wearing socks I've ever tried. And I have a few pairs of these and I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. I think you just need these in your life, and they're washed, I promise, before I grab them. Yes, they're washed. And yeah, so go to Indigo Chapters and pick up yourself a pair of these, and I promise you, you're gonna feel so relaxed and so comfortable. All right, so my next product that I wanna share with you guys is a fragrance, and it's from the brand called Replica by The Fireplace. So for those of you that are not familiar with Replica, it is a brand that Sephora carries. And the brand wanted to recreate, or they wanted to replicate a specific memory for you. Anytime that you smell one of their fragrances, it's meant to remind you of a special occasion, a special place. And just like the candles, where I like to place them in specific spots in my home, depending on the scent, it's kind of the same thing with my fragrances. I like to wear them depending on the occasion, and it's meant to remind you. So if you want to wear something more in the summer, you're gonna wear more of those scents that give you beachy vibes, right? And so for the fall, winter weather, this is probably one of my staple fragrances that I always wear. I very much like those earthy, woody undertones when it comes to fragrances. What I like to do too, and I don't recommend you do this a lot because this fragrance, of course, is not super cheap. I usually spray a little tiny bit on my pillow. Not always, like I said, just the random time maybe where I've just had a very stressful day and I'm feeling extra tired. So just to have something that's gonna help calm me down. Think of it as like aromatherapy, but this is not what it's for. But I just like to spray a little bit on my pillow because for me, I find that it helps me go to sleep so relaxed and just so at ease. I know it sounds so funny to talk about a fragrance that way, but truly that's what it does for me. It just gives me a sense of comfort and a sense of just feeling, like I said, you just feel so relaxed and so at ease. It's very chill, cozy vibes. so definitely if you're somebody that likes more of those woody, smoky type of scents, then I would recommend that you try this one. Okay guys, so last but definitely not least in my November favorites, it's a cookbook that I wanted to share with you guys today as well. So the cookbook I have here is the Oh She Glows for Dinner by Angela Leiden. So one of the first things that caught my eye with this book, it was definitely the aesthetics. I'm a very visual person. So when I went through this book and I saw all the beautiful colored pictures and everything, the recipes, it just looked so vibrant. I didn't want to grab a book that it was just your typical mac and cheese, I don't know, recipe. Like, so I didn't want to pick up something that I could just easily make or something that I already make. I wanted something that was going to challenge me creatively in the cooking department. I'm not vegan. However, I definitely wanted to find something that was going to help me be more, what's the word, healthy. So this is a plant-based book. It is vegan, it's gluten-free, it's nut-free, soy-free, grain-free, kid-friendly. Of course, definitely this caught my eye. I just felt like this was something that was gonna really broaden my horizon, so to speak. I didn't grow up with the greatest knowledge on how to cook different vegetables and how to, you know, because for me, I feel like with veggies, they can be very bland. So in order for me to create something that was plant-based without having to use any chicken or any beef or anything like that, it has always been a struggle of mine. So, and I've already tried a few of these recipes and I'm telling you, they are so good. They're not hard to make. That's the other thing. Like I was worried that I was gonna come across a book and it was gonna be all these weird ingredients that I had never heard about and I was not gonna be able to make them, but no, it's honestly so easy to follow. And the one last thing that I wanna share with you guys about this book and why I really liked it, and that was the it factor for me to buy it. It was a quote that Angela used right at the beginning of her book. She writes, "I recently read a quote and found it quite amusing and relatable. Who knew the most taxing part of being an adult is figuring out what to cook for dinner every single night for the rest of your life until you die?" And that, my friends, is exactly why I got this book. Of course, it's so relatable. How many of us, like, we always say, welcome to adulthood, right? It's just one of those things that we have to do almost pretty much every day. You gotta eat every day. And not just for dinner. I just find morning, noon, night, what are you going to cook? What are you going to make? So again, it goes back to that reason why I said I wanted to expand my horizons. I wanted to really just get more creative with cooking and all these different ingredients that I can use and make a delicious meal out of, and something that was going to be healthy, something that was going to be good for my kids, for my husband, and for myself. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't tell you where I picked this up. Sorry, I know I'm all over the place. This one I also picked up at Chapters. Okay, as you haven't noticed, I really like Chapters. All right, guys, so this concludes my November favorites video. Thank you so much for watching. I am so excited. I have so many more videos coming your way. Of course, if you have any suggestions for me or any ideas of something you would like to see next, please leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up. And of course, please subscribe. I truly appreciate all the love and the support. And I can't wait to see you guys next time. Bye.